Good morning, guys. Now we have reached the exciting part, okay? So you have done a ton of work on your graphic organizer of trying to organize your thoughts of who was in your story and how you felt in the beginning, middle, and end. And now it's time to take that information and put it into a story format. So today I am going to show you how to do that. And I am also going to show you how to personalize your story. Because we're not at school and we can't create a typical book made of paper with a cover and pages and draw our own illustrations, we're going to have to get a little bit crafty with our computers, okay? So I'm going to show you how to make your story your own and still personalize it, okay? So you will get a slideshow presentation for your story, okay? It'll have your name up here where it is highlighted. And I'm going to name mine. You guys will not need to name yours because your teacher will assign one for you, okay? I'm going to name mine Mrs. Walker's personal narrative. Okay, now your first slide that shows is going to be the cover of your story. So I know that purple is my favorite color, so I know that I want to change the background of this, okay? So I'm going to take my mouse and go up here to where it says background and it says change background. I'm going to click it. Right now it's this color blue. Well, I think I want to change it and make it purple because that's my favorite color. And I'm going to change it to purple and say done. Okay, now I have a purple cover. I'm also going to click here to add the title of my book, okay? So I think I'm going to name my book Our Plane Ride to Texas, okay? And I can also click on this and I can move this up to the top. I can drag, or you can drag your box, your title, wherever you want it to go. I'm going to put mine up at the top, and then I'm going to go up here and I want to center my text, so I'm going to do that. And then down here is another box, and guess what I'm going to do? Every cover of a book has the author and illustrator's name, so I'm just going to write written and illustrated by Mrs. Walker. Now, this is not going to be your typical illustrations, okay? So I'm going to have to go find some pictures, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So I'm going to put that at the bottom. Now, a cover of a story usually has a picture, right? So I'm going to insert a picture because I can't draw on this. So if you take your mouse and you go up here to insert, where it says insert, you can insert an image or a picture. It gives you some options. Well, I don't have any pictures from saved on my computer, so I can't do that. But it says search the web. I'm going to click that one. And it's going to pull up this box that says Google Images. I'm going to put plain clip art. And it gives me a plane. And because my book is about a plane trip, I'm going to find a plane that I like, and I'm going to insert it. What's a cool plane? Let's see here. Maybe this one. And once I click on it, I'm just going to click insert, and it brings the plane in here. Okay. Now I've got a picture of an airplane. Our Plane Ride to Texas, written and illustrated by Mrs. Walker. Now I have to insert another slide. So I'm going to say insert new slide. And I have to change the background for this one too. So remember, you go to that background button and you change it. Okay. Now it'll give you something like this. You guys can also change the way that your slides look, okay? But I'm going to leave mine like this, okay? And I'm going to leave room for a picture, okay? So what I'm going to do now is on this slide, and this is what you guys are going to do today. You're only going to do 2 slides today. You're going to create your cover, which is what I just did right here with my plane, and then you're going to create your beginning, okay? So you may need to use your graphic organizer to help you remember what happened in your story, okay? So here I'm going to say, I'm going to look at my graphic organizer, and it says, my sister drove me and my girls to the airport. Okay. So, my sister drove my girls and I to the airport very early in the morning. It was very crowded as we waited in line to go through security. What else did I put? Let's see. Okay. We all were kind of sad to be leaving our family in Ohio because this would be the first time we have lived far away from them. Okay? I'm going to say, the girls were nervous because this was their first time flying on an airplane. And I was anxious because I had to make sure we all got through the airport safely and no one got lost. And that is going to be the beginning of my story. So I'm going to reread it just to make sure that it sounds right and it makes sense. My sister drove my girls and I to the airport very early in the morning. It was very crowded as we waited in line to go through security. We all were kind of sad to be leaving our family in Ohio because this would be the first time we have lived far away from them. The girls were nervous because this was their first time flying on an airplane, and I was anxious because I had to make sure we all got through the airport safely and no one got lost. So I just realized that I need to include their names because you guys may not know who I'm talking about because this is the first page of my story. Drove me, Victoria, Essence, and Aubrey. I'm going to take that out to the airport very early in the morning. Okay, very good. Now, guys, your story does not have to be this long. I'm putting a lot of detail in mine, and so that's why mine is this long. But please don't feel like yours has to be this long. If you only want to write 3 sentences on your first slide, that is totally fine. Because I know that some of you type a little bit slower, and so if you need to just write a few sentences, that's okay. Okay, now I'm going to do I'm going to switch my text, what my text looks like, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I just held down my mouse and dragged all over my text, and I'm going to go up here. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to go over here, and you can even change the color of your text, but I think I'm going to leave it this color, black. And I'm going to change the font, the way it looks. I think I want to use short stack. Oh, I changed my mind. I don't like the way that looks. So I'm going to change it to this one. Yeah, I think I like that one better. Now, I don't want to add any text here, so I'm going to delete this box by clicking on it. And I'm going to add a picture here, okay? So let's see. This is about driving to an airport and being inside of an airport. So I think the picture that I want to put in here is going to be maybe the airport. Now, airport security. Now, I would prefer that you guys, for everything that you look for, make sure you put clip art after it, okay? Because we want to make sure that the images that you're using, that they're safe. Okay? So let's see here. What do I want to put? Here's a good picture of an airport. I'm just going to add that in here. Okay? I'm going to move my text down just a little bit. So this is what you guys are going to work on today, okay? Just your cover and just your first slide, okay? After you finish that, you are done until Friday. I hope you guys enjoy this activity and that you have fun inserting pictures and creating your book. We can't wait to read them.